everybody, this is Pamela from Design Wishes by Pamela, here to share with you my hashtag G45 Travelers Journal project. This project is perfect timing for me because I am headed to the islands in about 4 days and I needed to make a traveler's notebook or journal, and the challenge prompted me to get on the ball and get it done. I used Tropical Travelogue from Graphic 45 for 2 reasons. 1, I love it, and 2, I'm going back to the same island I visited, and I had already previously done a mini album with the Tropical Travelogue, so I wanted to make the notebook for it. Anyway, let me tell you about this. So this is a mini traveler's notebook or journal. And the reason why I made it a mini size is because I want to be able to put it in the little crossbody that I'm going to be taking with me on my trip. So the journal is approximately 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 gatefold style. So it has 3 sections in it. And I use, and you heard me talk about this a lot, Kraftex. I love it. It's very durable. It really lends itself to something like a traveler's notebook that's going to be open and closed a lot. So when you open this one, the first side, I just applied a little square of the Kraftex there on the end of my cords. I used some of the cutter parts there, and again, in this paper collection, they're really cute. I did my punch pocket there with my Stampin' Up! Punch. Here's some more. I'm trying to adjust the lighting actually in my room. But these fit so nicely, and they can make really nice journaling cards just to jot down a little note while you're traveling. So that's why I like them a lot. And some of the cut parts are big enough to put like those mini Instax camera photos on. Here I'm showing you that I applied the Kraftex to that outer edge of the pocket, and that is a pretty deep pocket to slip things in. I replicated the same pocket style on the other side, and I used a cut apart and I made it into a little journaling notebook or photo keepsake spot there. On the back, I used a cut apart with the word destination just to put the title and the date of our travel. Again, I did the punch pocket with the Stampin' Up! Punch. And then I used some of the cut apart cards to put in there for journaling as well. So I used really large eyelets, and I didn't use elastic. I actually used some jute cording to tie on my signatures. And you'll see how I did that in a minute. On the inside flap, I did a punch pocket on the vertical. I took and split a coin envelope in half to make a little pocket to put a little keepsake in, and used a cut apart to decorate that with. I took a snack size Ziploc bag and I used my fuse tool so that I can have 2 Ziploc pockets. I also used a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 cellophane bag, and I folded that in half so that I can slip something in, especially if I didn't get wet. And what you saw me close that with was some washi tape that I could use on another part of the journal, or I can use it to close this whole section up. Here I took a cut apart and made a tag to tie onto the inside of the signature, and that's just a little green file folder that I had from Little Davis. And I thought the colors were perfect for the tropical theme, so I can do some journaling on that as well, or do a title. Here I took a vellum envelope and I slipped it through a belly band that I made on the outside of the first signature. I add a cut apart stamp there from the collection, and then I did a little mini tag, and I used my small tab punch from Stampin' Up! To do that. And that vellum envelope just flips right over there so everything stays nice and neat. On the blank side, I could use that for journaling, or I could put a photo. Here I added another one of those 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 cellophane bags, cut in, folded in half. I used some grid paper on this signature, and again on the back side I can use that as journaling or a photo mat. and I just replicated the same thing I did on the front onto the back side of the first signature. In the center, I took a envelope. Oh, let me talk about the charm. So I did make a charm. You guys know I also do a lot of bead work, and so I had to do a charm. I use one of Tim Holtz hardwares to do that. And here, the good thing about this is I can open up that hardware and I can add little three-dimensional elements that I get on the trip. So going back to the center, I took an envelope, I cut out the center on both sides so that it is a pocket, the open pocket. There you see some of the cut aparts that I can flip and put a photo or whatever keepsake that I wanted in that. So I thought that was pretty fun. On the center spot, I took an epoxy button that I had. It had self-adhesive on there to hide the brad. And then I also used that to pull my cord for my signatures through. I made a pocket to stick more things in, and also to carry a sample of some washi tape that I'm going to be using on my traveler's journal. So I used a piece of acetate, I folded it in half, and then I just pulled out a selection of washi tapes, and oops, upside down. Let me turn that around for you. And you know, you could just tear off, I could just tear off pieces and to stick little notes and whatever I get on my travel on there. And I thought that was really kind of clever to do. And I can also add stuff to the pocket. Here, I took another one of the cut aparts. Great journaling card, just slips right through on the signature. And as you can see, I took another snack size Ziploc bag, used my fuse tool. So now I have 4 individual zip up pockets for my traveler's journal. On the second signature, I did the punch pocket. I had a blue jumbo paper clip to slide things in, did another photo mat or journaling card. Took a cut apart. Love this paper, very tropical themed, and made a journaling card. Again, I could probably cut a little mini Instax photo and put it in there. Took one of the cut apart elements, put it on that little Davis folder, and then added another cellophane bag. One of the things I found with doing traveler's notebooks, you do need a little cellophane bag to put things you don't want to get wet. And there I used plain paper on that one, and then duplicated that punch pocket on the back of that signature and added a photo mat or a journaling card. And on the back, I added a jumbo orange paper clip, the other half of the coin envelope, and a cut apart to decorate that. So there you have my mini gatefold traveler's journal for the hashtag G45 Traveler's Journal project for the month of August. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you see on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe or follow me on the link in the description box. I want to thank you for watching and look forward to showing you another project on my next video.